One of my favorite activities in preschool was listening to teachers' stories because, well, what writer doesn't like stories? What reader doesn't like stories? And today, I've got 3 stories about God's amazing provision. So, stay tuned. Children, today it's story time, and I have 3 stories that I'm going to tell you. So listen up and don't poke your neighbor in the arm or tug anybody's hair or pick your nose, because this is story time. You need to listen. So listen up. The stories I'm going to tell you today, children, are stories of God's amazing grace and miracles that He does even today. He really does work. So, story number 1. I know it looks like 2. It's really a 1. That better? Okay. Story number 1 is about this beautiful house that I am currently living in. It's like a mansion. I feel like I'm in a 5-star hotel. Well, except for the dirty dishes that are currently on the counter. But the story of this house is that 2 years ago, we were looking for a bigger house so that my mom could move in with us, because our old house was, okay, you know the old cliche cracker box? Well, this was like an Altoids box. It was super freaking small. There was no way she was going to fit in there. We needed a bigger house, but one that we could afford. So lo and behold, we found this house, 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Yes. And crazy enough, it was in our price range. However, we looked at it and thought, yes, that is the house. And you know what? It sold that night to somebody else. And so we couldn't buy it. But I prayed about it. I left it in God's hands. And about 4 weeks later, we got a call from the real estate agent saying the deal fell through. Did we want that house? I'm like, yeah. So we got this beautiful house. Thank you, God. That was an amazing answer to prayer. Story number 2 is, what story was that? Oh, yes. How did I forget this one? This is a publishing story, and that was for A Heart Deceived. That was last year now. There was going to be this new publishing arm of David C. Cook, and it was going to be ebooks, and you needed to have your manuscript sent in. It opened in January, but there was no way I could submit because, well, my agent was on maternity leave and they were only taking agented manuscripts. So, again, I prayed about it, left it in God's hands, and okay, this is so freaky, but within the hour, not even kidding you, within the hour, I got an email from the editor, David C. Cook, saying she came across my blog, liked my style. Did I have anything I wanted to submit? Did I? Yeah. So, submitted and got a contract. And that was amazingly God's grace, because it wasn't me, it wasn't my agent, it wasn't anything but Him that had that editor stumble across my blog. Story number 3, well, this just happened yesterday, and this one's super cool. My daughter's wedding is coming up, and there's a dress I wanted, well, really, really much. I kept it up on my internet site just to keep looking at it because it's beautiful, but it's $179. Who pays that for a dress? Not me. And so, well, I just looked at it because I liked it and thought, well, I'll run over to Goodwill or something, find me a dress, but you know what God did yesterday? I was at Nordstrom Rack and just thought, I had a few minutes to kill, looked on their clearance rack. You're not going to believe this. I found that dress. Here it is. Check it out. I'm coming back. Whoa. This is, can you see that? Oh, yeah. This is a $179 dress I got for $47. And guess what? It's even in my size, so, well, it's a little big, but you know what? It means I can eat more dessert. So, thank you, God. 3 amazing stories of God's provision, and that's what I want you to remember today, children. So, I'll see you next week on Fun Friday.